Thanks very much, Richard. It's a really humbling moment for me to be appointed as the next CEO of the AFL. I want to take the opportunity now to thank Richard, Robin, Paul and the entire AFL Commission for trusting and empowering me to take on this role. Richard in particular, thank you for the guidance and support that you've provided me and the entire AFL executive during your time on the Commission. We're fortunate to have a person of your integrity, intelligence and experience leading the organisation. Football's been a defining part of my life, as it has for so many of our supporters, and it's a privilege and an honour to be given the opportunity to lead the AFL. I'm looking forward to working with our AFL team, our clubs, our players, our coaches and the wider industry to ensure our game continues to expand its reach. It's imperative we continue to strengthen every part of our game, from the 18 AFL clubs who've now got AFL and AFLW programs, right through to community football, which is so important to so many people. Every touch point in footy should be positive and memorable, from a parent signing a kid up to Auskick for the first time, to a player being drafted or an umpire debuting on a Saturday afternoon in community footy. Our game connects with so many, and I'm going to be driven to ensure we continue to make all of these moments unforgettable. It's really important, and I can't stress it enough, that we are a game for everyone. A game that is and will remain accessible, affordable and safe, and a game where everyone feels welcome. Our AFL and community clubs are the lifeblood of the industry, and I will be club and community focused and committed to ensuring that the game is at the heart of all the decisions that the AFL makes. I believe strongly in the power of footy to connect people, regardless of your background, gender or beliefs, and I want to have footy in every home across the country. We're going to make sure that football is the #1 sport of choice for everyone all across Australia. I've been so fortunate to be involved at footy at so many levels throughout my life, from my first game as a 5-year-old in an under-10s match at the Grange Road Reserve, right through to junior club and school football. I umpired, albeit not very well, in the old HDJFL during my high school years, and then I played community football for 16 years at a senior level. I've run an Auskick centre, I've been an assistant coach at senior level for the old Zavs, and I coached junior girls footy at the Kew Comets for 5 years. And I can tell you that in my 23 years at the AFL, there has been no tougher job than trying to run a training session on a Friday afternoon for an under-13 girls team. I've seen and experienced firsthand the power that community footy has to connect people, and also how important community clubs are, not only to the football industry, but to the wider community, as a place where people can come together and they can feel a part of something that's bigger than themselves. I'm extremely conscious of the responsibility I have to lead this game, and I trust that my first-hand experience will hold me in good stead for this responsibility. In my time at the AFL, I've been extremely fortunate to work with and for some amazing chairs, Ron Evans, Mike Fitzpatrick and Richard, and also some amazing CEOs, Wayne Jackson, Andrew Demetriou and Gil. I want to thank them for the support, encouragement and wise counsel that they've given me over the years, and I wouldn't be sitting here without that, so thank you. I also want to specifically and particularly acknowledge the great work that Gil has done in his time as the AFL CEO. The game's never been in better shape. The AFL and our elite clubs are strong, with record attendances, record membership, record ratings, and the industry is financially robust as a result of our long-standing broadcast partners, Foxtel, News Limited and Seven, and also long-standing and committed corporate partners like Toyota, NAB and Telstra. There are still many opportunities and ongoing work streams, and I am thankful that Gil has agreed to stay on until the end of the 2023 season to enable us to finish off those work streams and take advantage of the opportunities while I transition to the CEO role. He's a great friend of mine, and he's been great to work with and for the past 23 years. To my exec colleagues, Travis, Kylie, Tanya, Sarah, Rob, Walter and Walshy, I love working with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do together into the future. To my immediate team in football, legal and integrity at the AFL, Laura Kane, Lisa Laurie, Nicole Livingston, Kate Hall, Grant Williams, Stephen Mead, Regan Adams and Tony Kane. Every day you amaze me with the calibre of work that you produce. You're no fuss manner in the way you go about it, and you're always doing it with the game's best interests at heart. I have been fortunate to serve on some boards during my time at the AFL, including the Bashir Hooley Foundation, the Michael Long Foundation and Fight MND. To have the opportunity to work closely with people like Basher Hooley and Michael Long, who inspire their communities, has been a great learning experience for me. And through my work with Fight MND, I've been able to witness up close possibly the greatest inspiration of all, Neil Danaher. His fight, his resilience and his determination motivates me every day. To the whole team at the AFL, I'm so excited to be given this opportunity, and I look forward to working with you so we can continue to ensure that the AFL remains the #1 sport in Australia and becomes even more popular. And lastly, to my family, to my siblings and their partners over in the UK and up in Brisbane, Marion, Chrissy and Andy, Michael and Caitlin, and Johnny and Lou, and my nieces and nephews, Josie, Jimmy, Charlie, Bridget and Paddy, thanks for your support over the years. To my younger brother, Robbie, who is sadly no longer with us, I hope you're looking down on us all today and you're feeling proud. And I hope you're not too despondent about the Tigers being beaten by Gold Coast yesterday. To my mum and dad, Alison and Jack, you provided the 6 of us with a supportive and loving upbringing and provide us with opportunities that we are forever grateful. All I can say is thank you. Dad was a football club president at De La Salle and then went on to be the league president and chairman at the VAFA. My love of football was formed, playing matches on Saturday mornings, then spending the afternoon watching De La play, then spending Saturday nights playing scratch matches on the same oval for hours on end with my brothers and sisters and the O'Callaghan kids and the Hoy kids, whilst Jack and Tony O'Callaghan and Bernie Hoy dissected the afternoon's match in the club rooms. While Dad introduced me to community football, it was Mum who took me to my first VFL game. It was between Richmond and Melbourne at the MCG on a cold day in May 1976. I loved that game, and even though Richmond were leading at half-time, I made Mum leave so that we could catch the train to get to the D-Lay ground in Glen Iris because I didn't want to be late for the scratch match after the game. To my 3 daughters, Lucy, Pippa and Chloe, I'm glad to see you here today. It was looking highly unlikely yesterday when Lucy reminded me it's her first day of a new job today. Pippa reminded me it's her 20th birthday, and Chloe's missing a geography test, which she's actually quite happy about. You keep me grounded, you make me laugh, and I'm very proud of the 3 of you. To my wife, Amanda, you've been by my side the entire time at the AFL. We've come a long way since that time you came to watch the old Zavs and I spent the entire game on the bench, and you remind me about it every so often. The girls are a credit to you and your caring nature, and thanks so much for everything you do for us as a family. Thank you again, everyone. It's not lost on me the responsibility I have to the greatest game in the world, and I want everyone to know I will always put the game first. Thank you.